This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee and I talk reality TV dating shows such as Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum, Ready to Love, and Love Island, just to name a few. So if you do enjoy that type of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on when I upload a new video. We have Love is Blind coming out next week. So go ahead and subscribe so you don't forget to watch my videos. Alrighty, let's get into Married at First Sight, Season 17, Denver, Episode 16, Rocky Retreat. And boy, was it. Now let's start with the non-couples, Orion and Lauren. Okay, I just want to say Lauren's hair was giving everything it was supposed to give. I loved it. I believe those were butterfly locks or bohemian locks. Either way, they were so cute. Every time we see Lauren, she has a different hairstyle and it's very much giving black girl magic. Yes. Okay. So she gets there last and she seems to be cool with everyone. But she does make a comment that Michael did say that I'm sorry, I keep thinking Michael and Orion. Orion told Lauren that he wanted to be friends at Michael and Chloe's wedding. However, he has not reached out to her. Now, it's only really been like a week or less than that. I don't know, it could be editing, but it hasn't been a long time. And the thing is, like, we're all thinking like, Lauren, girl, you said you were in a better place. You said you were back, you were getting back to you. You were doing your yoga, meditation, therapy, amazing ways to help heal and move on from the chaotic 1 week marriage with Orion. And it's like, why do you even want to invite him into your space like that? Now, I'm thinking that she's one of those people who really just wants to be able to say that, I'm good friends with my ex. Like, no, girl, Orion is not someone that you want to be friends with. He committed to an 8-week process and then bounced after week 1. So that's not someone that you want even as a friend. I think what Lauren should be saying is that, she can be cordial with him and they can, be on good terms. But as far as friendship, no. Why are you hoping for that? Why do you want that? He is such a wishy-washy type of person. He pretty much tried to, put you in a very bad light in regards to disrespecting his culture. And girl, you got to stay away from that type of stuff. Just, no. I don't know what she was hoping for. I think that if I were Lauren, I would pay Orion dust and I would just, hi, how are you? Okay, good to see you. And that is it. That is it. Okay. Orion comes in, he brings beers, 6-pack of beer for 7 people. Okay. And, he pretty much seems really fake when they're at dinner and he's addressing the group. And it's like, dude, you don't have to speak for Lauren, speak for yourself. I don't know what these people are expecting from this retreat. I don't know. Maybe they just want to be on camera. And we can tell that Orion just wants to be on camera because when Orion said that he, wanted a divorce, he said that he wanted to continue with the process. So the process is marriage. So the process ends when the marriage ends. But they keep Orion around, of course, because at this point, they were already down one couple because of Michael and his mystery bride. And at this point, they are only down to, Michael and Chloe getting back together. But as far as the original group, they're really only down to one couple. And that is the couple that's not sleeping together. So I don't know why Orion's there. No one in the audience seems to care for Orion. You gave up week 1. You don't need to be here. But at the end of the day, they need fillers because they know ain't nothing going on but the rent. In the words of Blackstreet, it's Eddie Riley. But yeah, nothing's going on because these people they're not giving married couple vibes. And then of course is Claire. Now, I am not a fan of Claire. Claire is what Brennan is trying to be. Claire is partly getting away with, you know, what Brennan is trying to get away with. We know that Claire was not attracted to Cameron. We know that she seemed to be repulsed by his sight, by being around him, and she was being fake for the cameras. She's someone who says a lot but says absolutely nothing. She tried to like speak for him and say, "Oh yeah, we're not attracted to each other, and you know I couldn't see myself walking up to you and kissing you." And he said, "Hold on, I could do that." Like yeah. Mm-mm. And it's like, girl, Cameron don't want nothing to do with you. He's having serious health issues and he's trying to recover and heal from, you know, being embarrassed on national television, failed marriage, and his heart problems. Like, there ain't nothing to discuss. There's no reason to be fake. Claire, it sounds like Claire pretty much begged Lauren to come because she didn't want to be a fifth wheel. So Lauren decided to come. And that's what it seemed like because they do seem to be very close. Even on the after party, they discuss, you know, their friendship. So, yeah, but Claire is clearly here for the cameras and, oh, you know, he's healing and, you know, he doesn't really want to talk to me. Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to you because he didn't come to this process looking for a friend. He came to this process looking for a wife, and you do not want to be his wife. So there's no reason for him to talk to you unless it's about signing divorce papers or getting an annulment. Anyway, so yeah, those three, we're done with them. They, I'm sure production asked them to come because the two couples there would have been extremely boring. Now, let's get to Becca and Austin. So Becca and Austin, when they are trying to choose their bedroom, Austin wants a room with a huge bed, and Becca wants a room with I guess, a bigger bathroom. And I guess they choose the room that Becca wanted. And then we see, you know, Austin, he kind of made false promises like, oh yeah, let's see, you know, we're looking forward to trying what Dr. Pia suggested. Like, sir, just stop. Stop. Like, why are you even trying to get her hopes up when you know you're not interested in her in that way? And like, even when they were saying goodnight to each other and he was like, love you, good night, or whatever it is they were saying, it's like, I can see why I'm confused because, you know, we know that he is some type of an attraction that is not there, and that's why he's not having sex with her. But it's like you're giving such mixed signals. And I really also think that he is doing what Brennan can't do. Yeah. So he even says something to the effect of, yeah, let's choose the room that's the most secluded from everyone else. Why? You're not going to have sex. You know what? Your apartment is secluded. Your apartment is private. You can do it there, but you don't do it there. So don't think you're going to come into this huge home and do it here with all of these other people around. Yeah, it was giving fake. And then we saw that after they, you know, cuddled up and said goodnight and she went to lay on his chest, he gets up and goes to sleep in another room and she just is fed up. And again, it's like, why? Why do you play these games? Becca, just move on. Like, girl, just stick it out to decision day and, you know, at the end, call it quits because it's something that's not right. And I don't think he's telling her. Again, if it were a serious issue, like, he doesn't feel comfortable having sex because he has issues down there causing him, not to be able to get it up, or he's dealt with some type of, abuse in the past, or who knows, whatever it is, he's not telling her, he's not giving her any type of hints so that she could understand to like back off. He keeps giving her this false sense of hope. Let's try the Dr. Pia's suggestions. Why would you say that when you don't want to even, have sex? You're literally just playing games. It's confusing and it's ridiculous. And we are tired of watching it. They go and get a couples massage, which should be sensual and calming and relaxing. And then, we see him getting beat by some guy. It's like, what in the world? What are we watching? What are we doing here? I do, I'll get to that later. This couple gave nothing. It gave nothing. So let's get into Emily and Brennan. So initially, as soon as they get to the house, Brennan tells her separate rooms. And that leads me to believe that they don't sleep in the same bed in their shared apartment. And, of course they don't. Of course they don't. But I don't know what Emily was hoping for. She's definitely giving Delulu. Emily gives the vibe of like the stereotypical, how white women have like this stereotype that they are very submissive, because like black men love saying that like black women are not submissive and like white women are. She very much gives that stereotype the way she goes along with everything that he says, even if she admits in her confessionals that she doesn't like it and she's not happy. She doesn't like stand up to him. She doesn't challenge him in any way. But in her confessionals, she'll admit that she's not happy. And when it comes to him, she just goes along with the flow. And it's like, girl, you don't have to do that. But just like, what is this level of confidence that you have in hoping? Like, just enjoy whatever this production is giving you guys as perks, and stick it out for the remaining couple of weeks that you have, because it's giving Delulu. Anyway, so all the couples are sitting down when they first get there, or I think it may have been dinner, but Emily is talking about what they want to do, and she's like, yeah, we're going to go and do ATV riding, and it's going to be so much fun. And Austin says, well, I hope you crash. And it's like, why would you say that? It was so distasteful. It was distasteful of him to say that, but it was even more distasteful of production to keep it in there knowing what was going to happen. Like, that was awful. I don't know why he would say that. People just say things that like, why? Like, I hope you guys have a good time. Like, why, even if he wanted to say something to the effect of, that's so dangerous, you guys are probably going to crash. That is different than saying, I hope you crash. Like, anyway, that was just so distasteful on both sides of things. So yeah, what's their names again, child? Emily and Brennan, I'm so like, I tell you, it's hard to watch, and it's hard to feign interest in the show, because you're like, when are you guys going to be honest and tell the truth? Like, everyone is trying to be fake, including Brennan. I'm not Team Brennan, but I'm also not Team Emily anymore after the way she spoke to Keisha Knight Pulliam. a married woman who has kids. So, her man don't mind touching her. Emily, you can learn something from her, and you know what you signed up for. She's been doing this after party for years. Like, what you have no right to be rude to her. And yeah, I'm not a fan of hers. I thought that she was so nice at the beginning. I thought that she was just so easygoing, and she had a good positive spirit throughout, hurting, spraining her hand, and having her hair matted, and during her honeymoon. And I thought, like, wow, she rolled with the punches. She, despite being injured, was willing to still do, fun things. Like, she seemed like she's trying so hard, and she's so into the process, and she's been dealt a bad card. But seeing her act how she acted with Keisha Knight Pulliam, just wasn't a fan. Yeah. So I don't really have much for them. Other than the accident. So now I never really considered ATV riding to be as dangerous as it is. Supposedly people are saying now how dangerous it is, and we saw what happens with Emily, but I didn't realize that it could be so dangerous. It seemed like things were going just fine, and she was really starting to get her footing, but something happened, and of course we see her lose control and like hit a tree or something like that. And all we see is so much blood. And it's really hard to watch. It's shocking, and it could have ended a whole lot worse. We know that she's okay, obviously, because she's on the after party, but it was red everywhere. Now I will say that Brennan, because we never know how Brennan's going to act, right? Like, we never know how Brennan is going to act, but he, tried to help apply pressure to her wound, and was holding her hand, telling her she's going to be okay, and he did seem very concerned. So, we were happy to see him show this level of concern for her, because we never know what we're going to get from him. But yeah, like, even she was asking, am I going to be okay? And, it was hard to watch. And, of course, we're glad that she was okay, because that's, anything could happen. It's so serious. You can hit your head the wrong way one time and you're gone. You hit the wrong spot hard enough. Yeah. I mean, thank God she's okay. But I'm wondering if this injury is going to be, I mean, I don't see her probably even continuing to film, because we don't even see a decision day. We don't see any footage of them from decision day. So yeah, interesting. In the previews for the next episode, we do see Brennan by her side, but is he doing that for the cameras? And when the cameras leave, he leaves as well. We don't know. Comment down below. Give us your predictions. Do you think that Brennan really does step up to the plate? Because sometimes, and it shouldn't be, but sometimes it takes for something bad to happen, or for you to lose a person, for you to truly appreciate them. And I'm wondering if this accident is going to make him really feel like, oh my gosh, she's such a great person. I hope she's okay. And, I'm going to appreciate her more, and I'm going to be better to her, because, she almost lost her life. Like, I'm wondering if that is going to cause him to treat her better, and show her some type of love and appreciation, or something. Comment down below. Let me know if you think that Brennan will be nicer to Emily now because of this, or do you think he's just going to fake the funk for the cameras? It's unfortunate that it takes serious situations for us to really appreciate people, but it's unfortunate, but that is how life goes. That's really how life goes. We really don't appreciate things until we almost lose them or until they're gone. So, you know, we'll see. Comment down below if you think he will genuinely, realize how he acted was awful, and will he change, or is he just faking the funk for the cameras? Now, let's get into our newly weds who are just now leaving their honeymoon, and that is Michael and Chloe. Ciao. This right here. Okay, so Michael and Chloe, they're finished. They're finishing up their little, what seems to be like a 2-day honeymoon. Now, here's the thing. At the end of the wedding, Chloe was all like, oh yeah, he's hot. Maybe we're going to do it tonight. Where did that energy go? Where did it go? I'll wait. I'll wait. Where did that energy go, Chloe? So Chloe and Michael are talking, and they are discussing their next steps. And, Chloe is saying like, yeah, I'm really, nervous and yada, yada, yada. Again, watching some of these people talk, it's so unrealistic. Like, who talks like this? It's like they're literally just talking like politicians, just saying things. So anyway, they express being nervous, and of course it's nerve-wracking to really move in with someone, period. You can be in a relationship with someone for years, but then when you move in, like it's different. So again, moving in with a complete stranger, that's 20 million times worse. But you signed up for this process. This show has been on for, at the time that they did their filming last year, would have been 15 seasons. So you know what, you have points of reference. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Why are you so damn nervous and shocked? Like, okay. So they talk about, going back to their places. Chloe's a minimalist, and Michael is more eccentric. So they're kind of nervous to see each other's places. But hey, so they go to this shared apartment first. And I do want to say, and this is probably the best thing about the whole episode, besides Lauren's hair, which I loved, would be Chloe and Michael's new shared apartment. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's probably one of the best apartments. Like, that apartment might have been like a corner view or something, because all the other apartments have floor-to-ceiling windows, but Chloe and Michael's apartment was floor-to-ceiling windows almost all throughout, and I love that. I am a sucker for floor-to-ceiling windows. So yeah, I thought that their apartment was gorgeous, and Chloe asked Michael like what he wants to add. He goes into a long rant about artwork. So she seems uninterested, and so was I. So they go to Chloe's place. Now, they get to Chloe's place, and Chloe's place was not giving minimalistic. Girl, your place was fully decorated. You had a ton of stuff all around. It wasn't messy, but it was not giving minimalistic. And that's fine. Maybe she considers herself a minimalist when she packs. Like, she's one of those people who I think it's amazing that you can travel with a carry-on only. I wish. I do a lot of traveling, and I'm telling you, I really wish I could put everything in a carry-on and that's it, like a carry-on and a personal item. Maybe that is what she means. Maybe because, or maybe she feels like her style is more minimalistic, but her apartment was not, and her closet was not either. It wasn't messy, but it wasn't minimalistic, and that's fine. So she's putting like her covers or comforter, her duvet, whatever, and she does the most. And Michael, was like, I want to get in there with you, girl. And we're like, oh, okay, get a little spicy with it. Finally, but then things take a left turn. And Michael sees Chloe's pearl necklace, and Michael decides he wants to try it on. And not in just a joking way. Like, he really does seem interested in her pearl necklace. And, it's outside of, I guess, the norm for a cisgendered man to uh, wear a pearl necklace. And we don't even know if he's considered himself to be cis. Um, he could consider himself to be non-binary or what, I don't know. But it is outside of the norm. And please go back and watch my video on Chloe and Michael and why I thought they were not going to work. Because I'm clearly right. I was clearly right. Their styles are way too different. And she is very much plain Jane, conservative style. And he pretty much is very open with his style. And he is not afraid to dress outside of the norms. And nothing is wrong with that. Do what makes you comfortable. And he seems very, very comfortable in his skin. But she is not going to be into that. And I called it from the minute I saw her. I called it right away. And I was just thinking, why in the world would the experts do this? These are not, this is, and I can see when I'm telling you, it's just so obvious. It was so obvious to me. I immediately know. Immediately know. I could tell, immediately know. I think she was probably one of the only people in his age range, because they're both 39. She was probably the only person that was in his age range and that was a brunette and that was attractive. That was it. They were just like, look, she's a brunette. She's in his age range. She's attractive. Let's match them and hope for the best. Because clearly their styles are too different. He wants to wear pearl necklaces. She is not okay with that. She wants someone probably more clean cut. Someone who's wearing a business suit to work every day. She seems like she can wear a business suit to work every day as well. It's just not going to work. They go back to Michael's apartment. And Michael has skirts. Okay, and some what looks like MC Hammer shorts. That's not going to work for Chloe. She's clearly uncomfortable. She clearly doesn't like it. It's go back and watch my video when I told y'all why it wasn't gonna work. I told you guys, I told you it wasn't gonna work. And we can clearly see that Chloe is lying to the cameras. She's trying not to say anything rude. Michael wants to wear her hoop earrings. It's just no, I cannot, look for my earrings one day and you misplaced it because you wore it the day before. No, everyone don't want that. Everybody isn't interested in that. But I think that he may have been a better match for someone maybe Becca or even Lauren. I think Lauren might have thought it was cool. Okay, so Pastor Cal comes over and talks to them. And, I don't know why, but, usually we don't see the experts until it's too late. And there's they have problems or whatever. But of course, Michael and Chloe, their situation is expedited. So Pastor Cal comes over and Chloe pretty much says, I would never in a million years choose him. Girl, that was so mean. That was so rude. But it was she was trying not to hurt his feelings while also saying things that's maybe you shouldn't say that. But she clearly doesn't like his style. And then Pastor Cal is he's in touch with his feminine side. No. I don't know. His style, it's not about just being in touch with your feminine side. It's so much more. Because I feel when people say a guy's in touch with his feminine side, they'll say oh, maybe he's more emotional or he can express his feelings more. And then he likes to say he's yeah, we wear each other's stuff. No, not like her wanting to, wear your sweatshirt is different. Sweatshirts are unisex. Pearl earrings, they're not. I mean, anybody can wear them, but it's not the societal norm. Like, if I see a woman wearing a sweatshirt, that is not something that is going to make me say, oh, wow. Like, I'm not even going to give it a second glance. If I see a man wearing a pearl necklace, a 3-prong pearl necklace, I'm going to be like, oh, wow. Like, yeah, okay. Okay. No. It's just she clearly, like, it's clearly too much for her. Chloe gives Hallmark movie vibes, very conservative, and Michael gives the complete opposite. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's wrong to match these people together and think it's going to work, and to think that she's going to be cool with it. And he should be able to do what he wants to do. Let me be clear on that. He can wear what he wants to wear, and that's fine. But she has, based on her style, she has the right to be like, that's not my vibe. I'm not attracted to guys that, carry themselves that way. So, yeah, it's looking like a chop. It's looking like a chop for Michael and Chloe as well. This video is running long, so I'm going to cut it right here. Let me know your thoughts. We're getting ready for Love is Blind season 6 next week. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, help me out as this is a new channel and I am growing. Please join and become a part of the family. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. This is Leighton Ali, and I'm signing out.